basically my on stage name is Mermaid Girl. So I go by Mermaid Girl because of my daughter. My mom named me after a little mermaid. So I figured if I ever had a daughter, I would name her Melody. So I figured I'd come up with a broad on stage name. And I was like, well, why not go ahead and contribute it toward my daughter as my kid? So I decided to name it Mermaid Girl as on stage. So when I'm on stage, it's Mermaid Girl, plain and simple.
Okay. And that's what it is. That's what it is. Much love to you. So, just to kick it off and to go ahead and get in, you got me over here like, woo, because like we've been trying to get this interview in. We've been going back and forth in the emails, and I really love your story, and I really want you to put your story out there and who you is and everything. So let's, without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce, like I just said, you just introduced yourself, so let's go ahead and just get into the interview. So Aireal Lopez, Mermaid Girl. So Mermaid Girl, who is Mermaid Girl?
Well, like I said, I created the name Mermaid Girl, but the story behind it is basically it's very passionate, it's very strong, it's a full belief of who I am, what I represent as an image, and what you see is what you get. You want the honesty, I'll give you honesty. There's no lie behind my story. There's not a single damn thing that my husband does not know about me, that I'm not scared to express myself and show the world, because being who you are is what makes you a better artist at the end of the day. So when you listen to my music, that is all of me. I am giving you all of me, all of my heart, and all of my story when I sing. That at the end of the day, that's all about music. But
phenomenal voice, you guys. Phenomenal voice. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you're fine. I just have to make sure I hear you, because sometimes the connection can kind of slur a little bit.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can definitely hear you much better.
Much better? Okay,
yeah.
Okay. I had the mic a little bit far away from me. Okay. So like I said, we just want to really get your story out there, because for artists of your magnitude to have millions of streams behind your name, built up behind your name, and like I said, we was conversing back and forth in the emails, and I really feel like the game, this part of the industry is not spoken upon enough, far as the scammers out here in these A&Rs and these labels and managers, sort of call themselves, and taking advantage, and DJs, and so let's just speak on let's just go ahead and hit them off with Aireal, Mermaid Girl, excuse me. What is your whole sole purpose? Before we get into the the endeavors and the things that you've endured in this music business, what actually drive you to do what you do, to keep doing this music and to keep pushing? Because I noticed on one of your songs it was like Final Goodbye, and I'm like, Final Goodbye, and I know artists like you're really, when you're speaking, your words are to be felt and they mean something. So for me and for the world, a better understanding, could you just let us know, where your music come from, and then you can go into what you dealt with being in this music industry, in this game.
Right, and I can gladly answer that, and that's a good way of saying it. And also really quick about the Final Goodbye, where you're talking about, I've thrived and I've thrived, and yes, I've gotten millions of streams, but what I found out as a music artist, I have no music manager. I do everything strictly from the bottom up. I have nothing. I was taken for granted. I tried to have a music manager, and then I realized I can't trust anybody from the inside. I was taking $10,000. Actually, no, correction, my husband's money. broken.
No.
That was definitely an emotional moment for me because it makes me realize, okay,
Wow. Hold on. I'm sorry, Mermaid Girl. I'm sorry. 10 grand. 10
yeah,
grand is a lot of money to play with, and someone is investing in their dreams, and
yep.
and you giving them word, and they're believing in you and putting their trust into you. It's like 10 grand. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That's too much
And
money
I'm
to be
pretty sure
playing
he's
with.
watching this right now, and I'm not scared to put it all out there because at the end of the day, it's not about karma. It's about the fact that you sow what you get. When you do a woman or a man unjustified, you're going to get justice at the end of the day, no matter how bad you look at it. That's exactly how I feel. I have all these emotions inside me that I express freely in my songs, but I have so much, I feel so much, sometimes I feel so much bad energy toward myself that I have to try to keep myself focused to give y'all what y'all want, give y'all what y'all expect of me, because if it helps me, it will help others. And I believe that every day. Was my million streams, was it fake? I don't know. I'll never know that. But what I have learned as an artist, don't put your music out there. Don't have people inbox you on Instagram or Facebook and say, hey, I'll promote your music. You give me a certain amount of money and I'll promote you. But little do they know that when you do say promotions, there's no commercials in that. So that is where I went wrong. I was believing SoundCloud, letting SoundCloud rerun my music with no commercials. I did not know that. Like I said, I had no music manager. So all of my mistakes I have been learning on my own, and that's what makes us music.
And for every artist that's out here looking, listening, and watching in, listen to what Ariel's saying right now, because like this is like important and key in this music industry. We all get messed over. We all get messed over in the beginning. We all, damn near every artist, excuse my French, but damn near every artist get messed over in the beginning. But it's about the people who you surround yourself with. And if you're coming up in this music game, in this business with thinking just, I mean, music is just gonna get you, just you doing music or just being an artist is gonna get you somewhere. I mean, it's not that way. It's 90% business, 10% talent. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes, sir.
I'm pretty sure if you would have been around, if you would have been met people like me and my team a long time ago, I'm pretty sure like there's no way. You know what I'm saying? There's no way, and that you shouldn't be, you know, like up there. Like it's really sad in this music industry today.
Exactly.
It's sad. It's really sad because you can eat with someone forever, but to steal 10 grand from them, from investing, this someone investing in their dreams. I mean, a person will kill you behind 10 grand. I mean, that's 10 grand, especially, I mean, you're a woman with kids. So it's like, wow, that's wild to take advantage.
With my kids, I mean, it's with my husband. I mean, like my husband, me and my husband, before I started my music, we both worked together to get his dream, get his business off the ground. And I wish I could be like him. And that's exactly what I'm trying to tell myself. Don't just be it, do it, believe it, put your all into this, Aireal. Keep on pushing. Even if you've gotten taken for granted, even if people text you and say, hey, I'm real, when they're really not. It's gotten so bad to the point where not only have I invested my time into learning about music, but it's gotten to the point where I had to invest my time and take course classes over identity to make sure when a person is real or not, because the love of a soldier, plain and simple.
Ariel serious about her business. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now.
When I get Army soldiers inbox me on Instagram saying that they're real, and yes, you do know who you are because yeah, I'm putting you on full blast. No name calling, but I will say this: the love of a soldier meant something for me. It wasn't meant for soldiers coming here and trying to romance my heart, try to destroy my family, try to destroy my marriage. No, you didn't destroy nothing. Me and my husband are still strong. He knows about everything. And no matter what, at the end of the day, I can understand who is real and who is not and who is. And when if you're not real, get to stepping, get off my block, and leave me be. That's all I can say.
Real spit. Real spit. And that's real spit. And that is real spit. You know what I'm saying? We're going to give a round of it. Y'all know what's going on. For sure. We're going to give a round of applause for Eric for real. Like, y'all know what's going on, man. This is real spit radio. Man. Yeah. I just, we about to get back in. So, okay. So this person or these people, I mean, that's out here taking advantage of artists who walking in. We know who you are and we're not happy. We know who you are and we're not happy. I just want to let you know that. We know who you are and we're not happy. And like I said, I'm an artist myself. I came into this music business, you know, kind of savvy. I'm gonna say kind of savvy because I record and mix and master my own self, and I also went to school for audio recording technology and minor in music business. So I already knew coming into this industry that, you know, it's some scammers out there. It's 360 deals out here where they own your name, and you don't want to get put in an awkward situation. I mean, what a situation for another artist might not be best for you, you know, and that's a lot of things I feel like they just, managers and these A&Rs and these labels, they see the talent and they see what they can make off of you. And they don't look at, I mean, this is your life. This is what you're doing. Just as well as they're taking it. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
It's what you invest in.
Right. And it's all about investing, and you knowing that you have to invest, and coming in like you came in, you know that you got to invest, you're investing, you was eager to invest. This, like I said, this is your life. And like you said, this is your life, this is your music, this is your passion, this is your love, you know. So it's like these people have to cater to needs, and it's just like they see a money sign. They see a money sign, they get your money, and they throw you off to third-party people here, third-party people there, and those third parties send you off to their third parties, and it's just like, it's watered down. It's not organic anymore. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what these people, if you don't solely know what their business is about, I mean, you can't just, you know, do all that. You can't play with money. You can't play with 10 grand. You can't do that. But we will get back to that. So next question, I have some questions. Next questions I have for you. Let me see. Let me get in my notebooks real quick, because we have some serious questions for you. So let me get in my notebook just a second. Okay, so now we're gonna shoot back a little bit. So when exactly and how did you get started doing music? And who were some of your musical influences coming up?
I've been singing all of my life. My grandmother was a preacher, and she used to take me to like nursing homes, and her favorite song that she loved for me to sing was Amazing Grace. She would take me to this nursing home where I would see my other grandmother, and she always loved it whenever I sung her favorite song, which was Amazing Grace, for Christmas. So Christmas is like a special holiday for me. I mean, she passed away on Christmas, and I try my hardest to keep believing.
Sorry to hear you.
She passed away with diabetes, so I try my hardest not to eat a lot of sugar. Guilty, even though I love sugar. But my grandmother was a preacher, and I've always, had my beliefs and my doubts, and I would always have Sunday school. So a lot of my inspiration followed through her. She was like my guide. And after she passed away, I decided maybe years and years of karaoke, just, be with my family. On my dad's side, I enjoyed that. We'd always karaoke. My brother, he loves karaoke. So we try to get together every once in a while to do some karaoke. And then I realized, okay, I'm tired of karaoke. Maybe I should just try to do something for myself.
Your voice carries. You have a beautiful voice. You have a beautiful voice. And shout out to the mister. Man. I know she loves you, man. Like I know she loves you. You know what I'm saying? Like to get to while we're touching on that subject, how supportive is your other half?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I was wondering. I was saying, since we're saying that, and since we spoke about your husband and things, how supportive have he been through this whole journey? Because you speak about him a lot, and it seems like he's a strong man, and he definitely holds you down and is there for you, and caters to your career and is behind you.
Yeah, he's definitely my other half. He is what I call not just my heart, but he's my wing. He's the one that flies with me. If I fly, he flies right beside me, because helping him get his dreams accomplished, he sees that and he wants the same for me. Even if I've been taken advantage of and thrown underneath the bus and used by all these different people and fake players out there, I mean, I never gave up. And my husband, he tells me, babe, you've already invested yourself, including us, into this music. Keep going. Maybe one day, if the cards are right and it's on the table for you, then you might get something out of this. And I said, you know what keeps me going at the end of the day? It's not just my family. It's not just my heart. It's having faith in God, and just having that faith and having God in my heart and justifying my morals and my support. That's what gets me through everything when it comes to being a music artist and myself.
And that's real, and that's definitely real. That's definitely real. Salute to Mr. Lopez. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like it gets hard. I'm actually a husband as well, and it's reversed. I'm an artist, and we actually take a lot of chances and a lot of risks. And in this business, in this game, it deals with a lot of money, and trust. Money, trust, and loyalty. Yeah. Which two of those things is not there, and I mean, damn near all three of those things isn't there if you're not pushing and you're not around the right people, and because you are what you walk into what you are around. So if you're around artists that's touring and doing all the big shows and all the big events and festivals and things, guaranteed you'll be walking into that same thing if you stay down for your come up.
Yeah.
Like we were saying. Okay. Excuse me. So like, it's definitely like, it's definitely good. It's definitely good to see, you're still standing and you're still strong through all of this, and having to go through these hardships in music. Okay, so we're talking about some of the hardships. So what are some of the good things that has came out of your music career since you've been doing music?
That my marriage is still standing, and I feel my music growing every day. Even if I don't have a record label, I'm still doing what I love. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I love my kids. I literally love my kids. I can't have kids no more, but I always try to tell my husband I wish I could, because I've been a stay-at-home mom. I've enjoyed it. So that's the good part of being a music artist, is I work from home. Everything I do is from home. I take control of my life over at my house. I give my fans what they want out of my stories. I mean, yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll be on the stage. That's my dream. That is my dream. I mean, my music is my dream, but being a part of music, well, eventually my fans would like to see me on stage. And I've done stages, but here in Defuniak, it's quiet. It's simple. Not a lot of people show
So
up.
how is it when you get on that stage, or when you go up in that studio and you recording your vocals? How is that energy? How does it feel?
I feel free to express myself freely as soon as I step behind a mic. Like my vocals, I had this one blogger tell me, "We feel you." It's like we see this visual, but we want to hear you. We want to embrace it. We want to feel your love. Give us a song that's going to power you. So I got to thinking about what he said, and that.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off, Ariel. Yes, I just gotta yes, we are in with Aireal Lopez. This is Aireal Lopez. The chat room is open. You guys can call 515-605-9348. You got a couple of people. I got some questions for you overseas. We're about to bring you guys in. We have a new link. Ariel, I'll be sending you that link in just a second. I'll be sending you the link in just a second. We got cut off over there on the other, but we are here still live broadcasting on iHeartRadio, and you will be able to hear the review. If you don't hear it right now, if you don't see us right now, you will be able to hear it, and you will be able to see us after the show. It will be everywhere. iHeartRadio, Tidal, Deezer, Spotify podcast, Podbean, Podchaser, Apple Music, iTunes, the works. So back to the show. I'm getting the links out, you guys. So yeah, you can finish what you were saying. I'm sorry, Eric.
Oh no, you're good. I just want to make sure we get everything covered.
Class back in session.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Okay. So that feel, that energy in the studio, and can you convey that energy in the studio and how that feels when you get up in there and onto the stage?
Yeah, like I said, like when I'm up on my stage, there was a blogger, like I said, there was a blogger that he wants to feel more energy about me. Those critic bloggers, they always think that, no artist is ever good enough. I said, all right, you want me to give it my all, I'll give you my all. So I decided to come up with a song, and it's for women that have been through what I've been through. And it's definitely an emotional but powerful vocals in my lungs. I never thought I had it, because I've always thought that I was going to be more of an R&B artist. So little did I know that I found out that I could actually be half of rock as well. So my next one that's coming out is called Don't by Aireal Lopez. And the artist that inspired me for that song is actually by Evanescence. It definitely gives me like that power that I have beside her. Like I feel her story. I want her story. I believe in her story. The song's called I think it's My Immortal by Evanescence. And people tell me all the time I sound like her. So I decided to do something different. So when I sing that song, I let loose. And it's crazy because I never thought I was louder than Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, Kelly Clarkson. I never known that. So for me to have my best friend in the room give me her opinion, we went to chorus together, so she's going to give me her opinion. And she says, Ariel, this is the first song where you've actually expressed yourself, and I feel the emotions when you sing that. So I'm super excited about releasing my new release. There's going to be 2 of them, one for Christmas, and then the next one will be done.
This track will be actually, it'll be actually one of your own.
Yes.
Okay. We're waiting for that. We getting this music in. We have you loaded up. We getting music in. We'll be bringing that music in a second. You guys got to hear her voice. I mean, I tell a lot of artists, and I have to criticize a lot of artists, and I don't hit on the things that I don't do so much hitting on the things that they do that you do that an artist would do, I guess, wrong, you should say, because it's there's really not a wrong way to do you. It's a format around things to keep that everything in, you know, in order. But it's like, how can to make a long story short, how can you describe your style and because you have this free flow, and if you can, you have all styles. If you can do cover songs and like sound like, actually like damn near sound just like that artist, but you have your own like uniqueness about yourself, and
Yeah.
and you pretty much won. So how would you describe your style of music?
Well, I think of myself as a ventriloquist. I don't know how to say it.
Ventriloquist?
Like one of those little puppets, you know how they're like different vocals and different ranges and everything, and it's like crazy because I'm still trying to find where I actually belong in the music world, because now since I know I can actually pretty much do any kind of genre, it's like, where do I really want to be? But people say that my voice is not that loud, and I think that it is, but like I said, I'll be giving it to them in a couple of weeks. I'm hoping to release that, and maybe it'll give them a second opinion on me. But like you said, there's no right or wrong answer when it comes to being an artist. You can choose what you want.
Definitely gonna have
You won't not give a damn about it.
Go exact where it needs to go. Where it needs to go. We will be email blasting that out to all 10,000 of our emailers, to all our 10,000 of our audience, listeners, fans of the show, A&Rs, labels, managers, and we don't mess with nothing but legit. That's why it's real spit, real spit. If it ain't real, if it ain't live, it ain't us.
It's not. It's not, and it can't make you a music artist if you're not there to express yourself freely, especially give your opinion.
Okay. So where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself? I have another question. I have to ask you. So, where do you see yourself a year? Where do you see yourself a year from now?
Well, my goal for 2022 is I'm really wanting to give back, but also give a little more toward my family and toward my husband. I want more for him, like he's put in more for us, like he's invested so much.
After this record, would there be any more? After this record, would there be any more? Would there be any more? You know, records of your own from you? I mean, other than the cover songs, will you be releasing more music, or you just want to see what this song do, or would that be an album? And
it's like I was telling my my counselor. I go to counseling because I've had a deep past. So, everybody's got a deep past and they need some counseling. So counseling definitely helps my life go back into focus on what I need to focus on and believe in. So it's like I told my counselor, I really love my music. It is a part of me. It's a part of my fans. It's what they want to hear. It's not just something about sex, drugs, and all of that. This is an actual real life, real world, life story that can influence others. And that's what I want to do, is influence others. But at the end of the day, if it's not putting food on the table for my family and I'm not getting invested, I can't. There's no way, because I'm basically using my husband's money, which is our money, to grow an investment into something that's not coming up from the table. I'm not trying to be rude, I'm not trying to be mean, but you of all people would understand that. So I'm hoping and praying that maybe this song will go somewhere. Maybe that's what I have my beliefs in.
just a second. You can hear me now.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Guys, just give us just a second.
Technical difficulties. Gotta love the music.
I'm sorry, I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything. Just a second, just a second. I'm trying to, I don't think I have it on mute. I don't think I have it on mute. No, you don't have it on mute. I don't have it on mute. What's going on?
Shall I end it and come back in?
Just a second, just a second. Let me see. Maybe it's the earphone. We're gonna have to get you since you can hear me though, we're gonna have to get you to sing Amazing Grace.
Amazing Grace.
For,
get a little bit of
for your grandmother. I don't mean to put you on the spot. Just a second. Oh, we can't hear what's going on. Real Spirit Radio. Get it together. Oh, just a second. Why aren't we hearing anything? Okay. And we're back. We're about to get it in, We're about to get it in, Ergen. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Okay, I can hear you now.
Yay!
Okay. We're in. Great. We're back. Okay, then. All right. Okay, so without further ado, we're back. Aireal Lopez, aka Mermaid Girl. Y'all know what's going on. So we got a cutout. We got cut out. You can hear me out there good, right?
Clear as day.
Alrighty. So, where were we? Oh, let me get back in this notebook.
The good news.
Okay, so I believe we were, where do you see yourself a year from now?
Yes.
So, okay, Ariel, where do you see yourself a year from now? And well, I know we actually it just dawned on me. We were talking about we got off the subject of where you see yourself from a year, and we was talking about it was just there. We were speaking on you saying goodbye. Like I was asking, would this be your only music or that you're putting out?
No,
and or would they be an EP?
Total Goodbye is like basically had to do with the pandemic, the COVID, the final goodbye, because you had your last words with your loved one, whoever had COVID and passed away.
Right. Okay. So okay, we got you on that. We was a little bit mixed up in there. Ooh, okay, we back. So you got an announcement, and I was just telling the fans before we just got back on that Area has an announcement. I almost did it. I was stoked. I almost did it, but we'll let you do it if you want to announce. But we'll do. I guess we'll keep them suspense. We'll let them wait for a little bit.
All right.
Wait for a little bit. Let them marinate for a little bit. So if you guys want to know the surprise that MermaidGirl has for you guys, then I advise you guys to stay locked in. Hit us up in the chat room. The chat room is open. You can hit us up in the chat room. Also hit us on our Skype. The Skype is Real Spirit Radio Submissions at gmail.com. Real Spirit Radio Submissions at gmail.com. Okay, so let's get back in. We asked you 1, 2, 3. Okay. So put this out there for right quick. How can you be booked and your social medias?
I mean,
If they were trying to get in touch with Aireal, how would they be able to get in touch with Aireal?
so I have provided on my page, I have a SoundCloud page. So if you have SoundCloud, I want to say Facebook, Instagram, there's always a link on my page because as a music artist, you always want to provide a link. So I provided a link. There's my music link on there. So also I have provided my links, my separate links for myself as part of my my modeling page and my music blogger page. So that's how you can contact me through email. That's the best way.
Real stick. She answered her email. You artists out there who trying to work with Aireal, I advise you. It's no more cover songs. It's official songs coming out. So I advise you guys to tap in with her ASAP. Tap in with her ASAP. Producers, tap in. If I would send anybody her way, I would send producers and engineers, and a solid team, a solid street team, producers and engineers. And I'm guaranteed flourish. I'm guaranteed your career is gonna flourish. After this interview, I'm guaranteed your career is gonna flourish because we're pushing for you over here. And guess what? It's gonna happen.
Well, that's my Christmas wish. If anyone asks me what I want for Christmas, that's my Christmas wish, to make my music influence others and see if I can put some food on the table for my babies in return. That's all I ask for. Y'all want my story? I'll give it to you, but it comes with a little price. Just it is what it is.
Well, and you know that it isn't. She didn't put out well enough money. Artists put out well enough money.
Yeah,
so there isn't just anything. Just it is nothing is just free out here. You got to pay for a mask. You got to pay for a mask. It COVID-19, a natural disaster. So you got to get out there.
Sorry, 6 feet away. You have to remain my social. Do not get near my bubble.
For real. Bubble boy, turn into a bubble boy and just go outside.
But yeah.
The whole bubble wrapped around.
Yep.
So we see you in the Christmas spirit. Before we get into let's just vibe out a little bit. So before we get back into some serious questions, we see you in the Christmas spirit. You got your Santa Claus hat, you know what I'm saying? Your Lady Claus hat, should I say? It's looking beautiful in the background, like wow.
That's it for the holidays.
Yeah, real spirit.
My whole house set it up. My mother-in-law's coming. I had to make the house look beautiful for her. She has not seen her son in about 2 years. So major shout out to my mother-in-law. I'm super excited to see her. She adores me. I adore her. She's Hispanic. Half of the time I can't even carry on a conversation with her, but she loves my spirit.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah, she loves my personality, even though she can't understand a damn word I'm saying. I'm like, hey, hola. Come on.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien, ¿y tú? Yeah.
And I'm like, how in the hell did I even manage to produce an English and Spanish song? Is beyond me.
Real spit. So you're a mother of how many?
3 children and 2 that
Sorry about that, and I send my condolences on that behalf too. They're angels, so we know where they are in heaven forever. Moment of silence for the kids that Aireal lost. Okay. And we're back. So being a mother and being in this industry and also being a wife, a daughter-in-law, a public figure and all of that, that weight on your shoulders, is it easy, or is it hard to manage, or is it a weight at all? Is it even a weight on your shoulders, or how you manage?
This as an excuse. I really ain't. I didn't know I had it, but like I said, I've been going to counseling to help out, but I didn't know I had PTSD. So, having PTSD, it's a struggle. It definitely is, especially if you've been in the Army. And that's another reason why I wrote about the Army, for the love of the soldiers, because my brother had it, and he's had all those tragedies happen to him. And I look at my brother as an inspiration to the world, as many other soldiers that have survived and still struggle with, PTSD, because PTSD is a real thing. So
Yes, it actually is.
Every day I wonder, am I going to be good, or am I going to have this bad energy when I wake up? So
it's okay. It's okay. Take as much time as you need. Breathe. Remember to breathe,
Yeah.
So dealing. This is. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, Ariel. You're the second artist. You're the second artist that has had spoken on this topic of having PTSD and dealing with. Well, actually, the third artist, but we just haven't had an interview with him. But he sent his music, and he's speaking on the whole PTSD. And shout out to Maniac Jim out there in Canada. You know what I'm saying? He was also speaking of PTSD. So can you let if you don't mind sharing, or if it isn't too much, could you share with the world and us here at Real Spirit Radio, how does that take a toll and an effect on you and your life as well as your career?
It takes a toll on me, because it takes a toll on my kids. When they say mommy's unhappy, they're unhappy. They always want their mommy or their daddy to be happy.
Yeah, because kids pick up on the energy purely. Yep.
That's right. Yeah. So what gets me by these days with PTSD is praying and lighting a white candle, because white candle leads faith. It leads stability. It leads hope. And if that's what you got, then God's in your presence. He will hear you and he will feel you, especially at your worst moments. Like, I have not been the perfect mom. I've not been the perfect wife. But me being a music artist is what I have been perfect at. And that's what I believe in most.
And like, okay, so far as the PTSD and dealing with it, and this music being your life, and you've been through getting screwed over, and I hear you speak a lot on your personal, and the attacks from outside, and people don't know what you're dealing with. People don't know what you're going through, and it's therapeutic for the mind, and I know for your soul, and for just it's therapeutic for your mind, and it's therapeutic for you, and it puts you in a way better feel, and it makes your energy better doing music, doing something that soothes you. So to have been going, like I said, you're still standing to be dealing with PTSD and losses of kids, and through all of this, and your grandmother and things like this, and you're still standing. You're still standing, you're still pushing, you're still doing your music, you still somehow have a smile on your face, like you wouldn't even, like, coming in, you wouldn't even be able to tell, like, have you not say anything that what you're going through. And it's people out here who who definitely feel just like you feel, and is on your, and on your side, and pushing for you, and for this whole situation in a whole, because it actually is a problem, and they can't actually put their finger on it. But I just wanna advise you to keep your head up and stay pushing. And it's not the end. Like, never think it's the end. You've dealt with some shit. You've dealt with some shitty people in this industry. You've dealt with some shitty people in life, period. And you can tell that. And this is the platform. Real Spit Radio is the platform for you to tell your story. Real Spit TV is the platform for you to tell your story. That's why it's Real Spit. And our motto is be heard. Be heard. Real Spit. So, spit it how you live it. Don't be afraid to put it out there, or to feel like you're vulnerable, because, like I said, you're not alone. You're not the only one who's dealing with these things. You just need to find, the right people and the right group to get in, to get in, and be able to, handle and deal with those things with more people who can understand, versus people who don't know what you really got going on. And you can try and put it out there all you want, but they don't understand, unless they're just, they have to be you or be around you every single day, and no one is around you every single day but your kids. So,
like, you don't want these fans to just hear what they want to hear. They want to hear what you're going through, because at the end of the day, they too are going through the same, excuse my French, the same damn shit that you and anyone else in this world is going through. You Are the Dove, for example. 5.12 million streams on SoundCloud. Don't know if it was a scam, no idea. I'm just facing the facts, seeing what I see on my SoundCloud. So anyway, 5.12 million views. You Are the Dove. You Are the Dove was dedicated toward my husband as an immigration. You think PTSD is bad? You should try being an immigrant. Wondering if you belong to the United States, wondering if you belong in a world when we are all human, when we are all fucking one person in this world. Whether you're Black, whether you're African, whether, it does not matter. At the end of the day, you have your own right, your own freedom of speech, and your own will. And when I wrote that song was dedicated to my husband, because the last words that interviewer said, congratulations, we don't give this to a lot of people. Well, I'll be damned. Who do you really give it to?
Yeah. Wow. And it's like, that's another thing, being all of these things out here, the racial profiling. I mean, the sicknesses that's out here that they're not doing anything about, and things like, come on now, like, we haven't conquered PTSD, we haven't conquered, but we're doing all of this other things. We haven't conquered, you guys pushing and messing over, people who's coming to this country to live life and enjoy life. If we're home of the free and all these things, then shouldn't we as a whole, be doing way much more, instead of, kind of pushing people off? It's like, you push them off and treat them dirty, and people go back to, their natural habitat, or their continents, their countries, and things like that. And they're not going to speak highly of America, or speak highly of the things that's going on over here, when they've been treated, bad coming over here. And they just as much people, as far as the people and voice, go back over there, and then, okay, that's how wars start.
Exactly. Treat others like you would be as a human being. That's exactly what I tell my kids. Like, I don't talk about my kids much, but I will say this about my kids, because I'm trying not to, put them out there into the music world, because it's just mommy right now, but they're so little. But my oldest one, he's 8, and he is so smart. Like, he's even in a little Lego team. He builds robots for at school. He loves Legos, so he creates robots from computers. And every day he comes home and he watches these YouTube videos. And me and Daddy, we raised him as best as we could, as best as any parent could. But the best thing to raise your child is not just from us, But there are some YouTube channels on there that's actually very educational that teaches you how to treat others as you would yourself. And it's so emotional. Like I get so addicted to it. Like I want to watch it myself because like sometimes it's good, sometimes it's sad, and sometimes it's like that's exactly
I
what
catch myself in the middle of it. No, you're good. You're good. I was just like I catch myself in the middle of the same things. You know, watching the families on YouTube. You know, go on their little vacations. Or my daughter Scholar, she loves watching these families. You know, and my daughter actually had a YouTube Scholar from YouTube.
Is FGTV one of them? Because that's definitely one of my sons. He loves FGTV. I love watching that guy. He is hilarious.
Yes,
But like I said, most of the YouTubers, they're really funny.
right?
It's like I can't be on YouTube.
And they actually learn from it though. They
do.
actually learn from it. I was like, what are you doing watching this all day? Like, what you watch this all day? Like, you don't get tired. It's like, but they actually learn from those families, and then they kids they'll come back and they ask questions. They ask questions like,
Yep.
Well, can we go on a vacation and do that? Get race cars. It was this one where it was like they was watching this family and they had like these RC cars and was running them over the water and things like that. Was on the vacation. Yeah, so it's like I definitely know what you're talking. I definitely know where you're coming from. But like I said, it's not about me. This is about you. This is your show. This is your show. It's about you.
No, I think I got a little sidetracked too. We need to get back on topic. I'm sitting here getting off the topic. But yeah, since we've been talking a little bit about the bad a lot, I decided to, I actually heard back from one of my music producers this morning, and I figured I'd give y'all a little bit of good news on the side. And what I'm going to do is share y'all a little bit of my new release coming out. It is a Christmas song. And I want to really shout out to my producers for all of y'all's hard work. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are tremendous. I would not be where I am today. Y'all are like family. When it comes to music producers and mixing engineers, they don't get that credit. But I've always give my music producers and my music engineers.
Engineers and producers do not get enough credit. They definitely don't.
They are my family. If that's what considers music, all about being an artist. You have to give them support, just like they do you. They make you where you are.
Real spit. And y'all already know what the business is, man. We live with Aireal Lopez. This is one of the realest interviews that I've had all 2020, hands down. No cap, no lie, no play. This is one of the realest interviews that I've had all year. You're here and you're not afraid to speak. You're not afraid to say what's on your mind and let people know and let people hear your story. Like you were saying earlier, a little bit earlier in our conversation. You gotta, people want to know who you are. They want to feel you. They don't want just this average person, this same old, or some same old story. People actually want to know you and tap in with you. Like some people want to know for they can have things to say, but for the most part, we're swinging it. We're swinging it in a way where the ears are open. The ears are open and the heart's open, and to the ones that understand and know what's going on in this music industry, and just in life, period. Just in life, period. So we was touching on the subject. It's not in my questions to ask you at all, but we're gonna tap on that since we was just touching on that subject. So how actually is it, being a wife of of a person that's another intensity, than you? Like, how is it having a Hispanic husband here in America? Like, how is that?
Well, let's just say they didn't create enough pina coladas in the world for me to drink. Just putting that out there. Go ahead, drink some more. Drink for the both of us.
Just for real spit. Like, they don't make enough pina coladas. Hold up. So, okay. Got that.
It's emotional.
And we definitely understand.
You marry so young. You know, you have kids so young. And do I regret being a mom? No. Do I wish I could change my marriage? All the time. Do I wish I could walk away? All the time. But what holds me together is my husband. My husband has different standards than I do, and that's what keeps him fighting for both of us, because struggling with PTSD has a lot to do with my marriage as well. It has led me to the wrong relationships where I think I want to be in, and then I don't. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not scared to admit that I've done some bad things to my husband, and he's not proud of it. I wouldn't be neither, but I've gotten us back on track where we need to be, and he's been in the moral support of that, and he's definitely an amazing husband. But I have had a bad past. When you have a bad past, you don't know what love is. You don't know how to feel that. You don't know how to come of that. And I think that's what my problem is. I don't know how to love my husband the way that he wants to love me. And that's why my emotions come from that song, Hold Me, because that's what I want. I want him to hold me when I feel like I'm at my bottom. And that's exactly what he does. When we lost our 2 children, he was there by my side. And it's like, why do you still want to be married to me? And he's like, because you're a great woman. You're an awesome person. You speak from your heart. You tell the truth at all times. I believe in us, especially our kids. Why don't you? And I said, because half the time I can't even look at myself in the mirror and figure out my puzzle pieces, because that's what my life is. It's all about a puzzle piece, trying to put it together.
We've all been through things, Ariel. We've all been through things. Everyone has a past. Everything ain't all peaches and cream out here in this world, and we know that in the music business. But one thing about it, 2 things for sure. You know, long as you stay, you stay true. You know, stay positive, and you know, come to the table, and you guys can come and converse back and forth easily, and without any kind of outside influence or anything, you know, messing with you guys. You can actually just, you know, he can actually just come and hold you and just hold you down and just talk to you and just, you know, let you know, a lot of us men, and I'm gonna speak up for the men. A lot of us men, you know, we don't do that so much, you know, and we need to be doing that a little bit more, you know. Being able to notice that when your significant other is going through something.
Just be a prime example of what my husband says. Don't be like him, but be that prime example. Not trying to say, like, for instance, my husband does not stand in my way. He's beside me. He does not stand in front of me. And that's what a woman wants. They want a man beside her, but a man wants that comfort, that guidance, and not feeling alone. And that's what I've learned being in this marriage. And that's why we continue to fight. And that's why I came up with that song, Hold Me, because our love is all wrapped in that song.
Real spit. And we definitely got Hold Me here. We got Hold Me here. He is the morning final goodbye. And we got a special announcement we're gonna be announcing in a minute. But y'all still gotta marinate, so simmer down a little bit. We live in here with Aireal Lopez, you know, Mermaid, aka Mermaid Girl. And look, man, y'all, the people in the audience that's listening in right now, I hope you guys are and the artists especially, I hope you guys are learning a lot and here and taking heed to the things that we're speaking on in this interview. Aireal is the artist with millions of streams. Like I said earlier, she has millions of streams, SoundCloud, everywhere. She has millions of streams, her own website. Guys, do not put your music in the wrong person's hands. Do not trust people with a large amount of monies without contracts and lawyers. Aireal can tell you herself. She's been through it. She's telling you guys. She's letting you know, hey, I've invested in just know what to look out for. she's invested plenty money in music, plenty money, and it's all about investing in your talent, you know. But the thing is, you have to be around the right people, and you have to know the right people. It's in this industry, it's really all about it's really a lot about sort of like who you know, and how, and you want to look at how they run their business. You can know someone personally and they're a great person, but in business they could be shitty, you know? Or you gotta know what to look out for. You gotta definitely watch and be mindful of the things and the scams that's going on out here, as well as take yourself into consideration and love yourself enough to know, you know, what you're going through and already have on your plate personally, you know, and all those things is to be taken into consideration. You know, your time is everything. Nobody wants their time to be wasted, and time is something that none of us can get back. So when you're doing your thing out here, and you're approaching people, these A&Rs and these managers and things like that, do what Area did to get yourself an entertainment lawyer. If need be, if you can't read all those small words or whatever, get yourself an entertainment lawyer to look over things.
And if they have any questions or anything, feel free to, drop me an email. I definitely respond by email. May not reply right away, but I'll definitely try. I definitely support what he says. I mean, like the music business, it's definitely crazy. I am still literally learning about it from my own. It's definitely not a piece of cake. It's not a cherry on the cake. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, you're gonna learn either the hard way, or you're gonna take heed and things still gonna be hard, but it'll be more easier if you have the know-how and you have your vision, you know where you're headed, and you stick to your guns. Because that's one thing up in this music. It's a lot of yes men too, and you don't want to be a yes man. That's for woman or man. You don't want to be a yes man, and you just don't want to just everything just oh yeah, because they might have this status of this name, or they might have 100,000 followers on Instagram, but they business ain't of 100,000 follower quality. It's so many things out here in this industry, in this game, that you have to look out for. Not only just the scams, but just the like I said, the time, the waste of time, and just the people just you have to. This game is not for the weak. I just want to say that this game is not for the weak. It's definitely not for the weak. You definitely have to be strong at heart and remain 10 toes down. Especially when spending money and losing money. Like you're gonna lose out on some money, but it takes money to make money. So long as your vision and your ducks in a row, your stars in a line, and then at the end of the day, those back ends get serious. Those back ends come in, definitely. But you definitely have to put in the work, and you definitely have to have a strong mind. You gotta have some thick skin.
Exactly.
Okay, question number 8. So, question number 8: what's a message that you can give to the youth and other artists that's coming up behind you and after you, and that's just listening in?
The only message I can give them is provide your word as you would to others. If you knew what I mean.
That's good.
Basically, what I mean is my words that I share to others, I want others to share with them, because I'm going through the same boat just like any other artist is. We're all here to learn. We're all here to grieve. We're all here to have emotions. But at the end of the day, it's all about having faith. Don't walk away. Don't give up. That's exactly what I wrote in my song. I don't remember which song, but it was one of them.
Real spit. Oh, okay. And that you just saying that actually just reminded me. So can we get a snippet? Can we get a snippet of Grandmama's favorite song?
Grandma, what?
I was saying, can we get a snippet of grandmother's favorite song?
Oh, Amazing Grace. Yes, of course.
Amazing Grace. Wow, that'll be great. Live on Real Spirit Radio.
All right. Well, I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. I can give you a countdown to 3, and we go or okay. All righty then. So 3, 2, 1.
Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. But what was love but now? Was blind, but now I see. Amazing Grace.
Wow.
My grandmother's favorite song.
Amazing Grace.
It's brought
Real
tears to my
sweet.
eyes, Jesus. Amazing Grace.
Wow.
How amazing.
Wow.
We all need a little bit of that.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Thank
Real
you.
sweet. We definitely rocking out. That was beautiful. Amazing Grace. And I had to get you to sing that live on Real Spirit Radio. One, can't too many people sing that song. Can't too many people sing that one right there. So, and for two, your voice is amazing and it carries. 3 is just like we have to put that out there to the world, and for all of those who have messed over you, any managers or anybody who missed a shot, that's what you guys missed out on. You guys are missing out on a phenomenal artist, an amazing artist. Someone who will put their heart out there, don't mind investing in themselves, have the talent, and just like free and just and cool to get along with, easy to work with. I can tell, like I said, I'm an artist myself, so I know that chemistry the chemistry in the studio be great, like awesome.
Yeah.
And to get back on that topic about the studio and the feeling of that energy when you're in the studio or when you're on stage. So as well as how is your feeling when you just hear a track, like your producer just send you a track out of nowhere, like how he just sent you a track, like how is your feeling when you get the track? Do you be like, yeah, I'm gonna murder this one? Like, I know you probably don't use those words, make them, but like I'm gonna do my thing on this one. Like, how does that feel? Do you kind of already know where you're gonna take the song, or
Yes, sir.
does it take you? Yeah. See, that's the artist. That's the artist right there. You already know.
I feel like they're giving me too much robot. I say, hey, I don't like robot. Give me my natural voice. Do not robot me. If I feel like I need to be robotic, I'll let you know. So my music producer said, I'm sorry, my apologies. I'll turn it down just a little bit. I'm like, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And then he'll email me back, and he does the brilliant work. It's beautiful. It's all natural, and that's exactly what I love. Do not try to.
Oh, so you get technician points and engineer points too. If you're there, you're like, hey, I hear it like this, I hear it like that. So yeah. That's great. You already hear and know where you want to take your music. Where you want to take the music before you even, you know, record it. And it's like, do you envision it? Do you envision it too? Do you have like a whole vision for a video when you're doing it? Does the whole process come or just the song?
Well, the thing is, I don't know how to do all that. That's where I'm kind of needing like maybe a record label to kind of help me out. I don't know. I don't know anything about doing music videos. People have asked me, "Hey, are you gonna do a music video?" I'm like, "How? I'm working on my own here. Like, I need some hookups within some hookups. They ain't gonna sit there and suck my flipping video away from me."
For real, for real.
Your
I
video.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Real spit. I hear you. Like they right for the bread. Like, come on now, But for real, we definitely have some videographers, and I do videography myself. So if you can get the video shot, send it my way, and we'll get it done. Definitely, most definitely.
Yeah,
But
and
we're in the Florida area too.
I'm just from the ground up, just like you are.
Real spit.
Now,
and,
I do have my new release. I can actually share with y'all because I'm actually fixing to release it today, but I can actually go ahead and release it and let y'all listen to it if y'all want. It's my new Christmas song that just got released. That was new news.
And she's right on time. Like, how are you right on time? How can you not see that this is right on time? This is right on time. Real Spitmas, various artists album will be dropping on Christmas. You have a Christmas song. We're receiving Christmas songs right now. Automatically, your song is already on the Real Spitmas various artists album that will be dropping December 25th, you guys. So make sure 12 o'clock, midnight on the 24th, technically the 25th, it will be dropping. So yes, we definitely need that, and we definitely want to hear a snippet. Can you give us a snippet?
Hey, well, actually, real quick, I'm not trying to interrupt you. Real quick, if you want to drop it for me, that's fine. You know how to get in contact with me. But I'm actually going to release it today on SoundCloud. So
okay.
We already know we got the little glitches, we got the text, and we can always communicate back and forth with the music and stuff. But I'm actually going to be releasing that one today on SoundCloud if people want to, take a listen to it. But I can actually go in and play it a little bit. You what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was telling the world, I was telling the fans and the listeners, get right on it, get to SoundCloud, right on it. Oh, that's another thing. So you don't have music that's on all platforms. You've been working SoundCloud.
No, I have them all over. Pandora, Spotify.
Oh, okay.
Apple.
Okay.
iTunes. They're all over. I learned how to do it myself. And I had everything monetized, had everything copyrighted. That way no one steals anything. So, I've been learning everything on my own. And that's what people want. They want an artist that knows how to do everything on their own. And that's what I'm trying to do. I don't want no one to take advantage of me because I already know how to do the work. Don't come in here and say, hey, I'm going to invest in you. And then say, okay, how much? And they don't give you that a portion when you've invested more into what they offer. That's not what I'm looking for.
I'm investing money. I'm investing time. I'm investing my presence. I'm investing my ingenuity, my know-how. I'm investing everything that I have. So you have to. Meet me halfway. Yeah. Come on, make it make sense. Let's make it make sense.
Now, if you want, I can read my new track. I can read it. I don't want to sing it just yet, but I want y'all to hear the words, and I'll give y'all the story if y'all want the story.
Let's go. It's your show.
All right. So my next one that's going to be released, like I said, is called Don't by Aireal Lopez. Now, this song I wrote to influence women and, guys too, if they've ever, been in an experience like I have, but I really, some, I don't doubt it. But the name of it's called Don't by Aireal Lopez. Will you catch me? Will you hear my prayer? When I feel my lungs going out of air. You was never there, never having a mother to care, no hand to hold on to when things got dark, the moment that it all started. And then the chorus,
Don't let me scream. Don't turn away. Don't try to hide. Don't let me cry. Keep it all inside. The verse. My mind will never wash away all the memories that will stay. How cruel can one man be when you tell a man no, he took advantage of me? Where was my mom? I could not see. She never had any power over me, as I was just a creation to her in her sea. And then it goes with the chorus, and then the verse. There is nothing left to do except to hide away in a quiet place. And then it says the chorus, and then don't. And that's it. My next release. Look forward to it soon.
Real spitmas. You definitely I was thinking while you was actually saying, I was listening and I was thinking at the same time, big multi. You should do it. I know you have a track for it, but you should also do it as a spoken word and acapella. It sounds real good. It sounds real good to do it as a. It sounded like poetry to me. I mean, basically music. I mean, this is what that artistry is. It's basically poetry. And I started off doing poetry, 3rd grade. So that's how I started doing music. That's how I understood that I knew how to do music in a writing form with processed thought and able to put my life, in situations and things in it. I learned it through doing poetry,
Right.
spoken words.
Right.
And that actually sounds good, and like all the words, everything it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, so I would advise you to definitely like do it on the track and do it acapella too, and put it out both ways.
Put it both ways. Yeah.
Put it out as a spoken word too as well.
That way people can just not just understand music, but they can.
Wow, so fashion, singing, a great mother of 3, a wife. What else is it? Fashion.
I'm also an office manager. I help my husband run a beautiful business. He does construction. And let me tell you, this man has a talent. He built a house with a pool on top of the roof when he first came to Florida. He was definitely nervous. And he built it, I think it was him and maybe one other, so there wasn't that many. But if you're ever in Seaside, Florida, get the house with the pool on top. That's the one my husband built, and I'm so proud of him. I'm very proud of his house.
I want it.
You want it?
So like, for real spin radio. Yeah.
I'm actually living in the house right now.
Okay. Well, we are here in the Georgia Florida state line. Shout out Jacksonville, Florida. Shout out, Kingsland, Georgia. We out here. I know what's going on. Real Spirit Radio. So I'm actually from Houston, and I've been here for 2 years. Well, born in Alabama, raised Houston, so I'm Bama, Texas. But I'm a country boy. So the thing about it is, I say that to I haven't met that many people, and I don't, I kind of don't be out and just all like everywhere. I kind of stay in my field.
Nothing wrong with that. I like that too.
So I kind of stay in my field. So like, and far as I'm actually looking for someone who's building homes actually right now. So yeah, we'll definitely chop it up after the show. We have to chop it up after the show. We about that, because I'm actually I do construction. I can build a house from the ground up myself. Mm-hmm. So I definitely will be getting at you about that, and hopefully we can get a little, But yeah, so yeah, Real Spit Radio, man, that's wild. So office man, so manager, mother, wife, the words, fashion. Okay, so like fashion. We haven't spoken that much about fashion. So how did you get into fashion? We seen your pitch. We seen some. See, we have some of your pictures here, and there. You definitely take some nice photos too as well.
Yeah, that's again, I heard someone say that if you do a modeling page, it'll look good for the music business. It promotes you very well. And I was like, okay. So I went ahead and went to all the way to Miami, Florida, and they let me do a modeling photo shoot, and I was very, very surprised. So I went ahead and did a modeling shoot, and the pictures came out good for the most part. Didn't really care for the bikini part, but hey, you know, you got to give the viewers what you want. So I begged for them to take it down. But I said, hey, all your beauty is all your beauty. Do not be ashamed to hide it. I said, no, but you need to hide a little bit more of it. So I went ahead and I done my modeling page and I paid that off, and it's definitely invested a lot toward the music industry because it helps me promote who I am and what goals I'm wanting in my life. And it just shows people like I'm not scared to be who I am or pose any way that I want, but I also consider myself as being a proper woman. You know, there's a time where you need to cover and there's a time where you need to show. So I tried so hard to tell those people, hey, don't be doing too much now. Keep me a little bit indecent here. So it's a lot of nervousness when it comes to modeling.
Real. So what kind of modeling gig was it, or what kind of modeling do you do? All kinds?
It was everything. Like they made me do the most uncomfortable one would probably be like the bikini. I did not like the bikini because, you know, I'm a mom, you know, not a lot of mommies like to show their sides. But then again, it's like, hey, you got those tiger marks, show it proudly. You know, you've lost too, be proud of everything that you've been through. So, you know, I kind of took that an advantage and I took that to heart. So I just kind of ripped off the Band-Aid and just kind of expressed myself in front of the camera. And that's basically how it went. I mean, modeling is not hard like it used to be for me. I used to be really shy and quiet, and now it's just like if you put a camera in front of me, it is what it is. You get what you get. You don't like it.
Turn up.
Bye, adios.
Vamos. Real good. Dale. But yeah, so it's like, wow, that's great. How old? I know women do not like this, but in our field, we're asked this question a lot. So how old are you, and how tall are you?
I am 28. I don't know if you remember because we kind of like glitched back and forth. But at the way beginning of our interview, I introduced myself and my age and where I live. But yeah, I'm 28 years old. And I have a May birthday, beautiful during the spring. My favorite time of year, the flowers.
Shout out to May.
Which is definitely my favorite color, and purple.
Okay. You got my vote. Purple is your favorite color. That's my grandmother's favorite color. Also, my oldest daughter, my 12-year-old, that's her favorite color. So
you don't see a lot of those colors at baby showers. It's all pink.
Yeah, no, you don't. You see what, pink or blue?
It was so hard during my baby shower. I wanted to try to get purple, and it was so hard to do purple for my baby shower.
Wow.
Yeah, purple's my color.
Wow.
Now, if you want, I can actually let y'all listen to my new track. It'll give y'all a little bit of Christmas holiday right around the corner. So
bring that Christmas spirit in. Roll it on in. Roll the good times in, Earl.
All right, I have to pause our video so we don't lose connection, and then play. All right. Okay. All right.
After leaving a message, you can hang up or press pound for more options.
Okay. Wow, so we just got to snip it. We just got to snip it up. We just got to snip it. Wow. We will be having that at Real Spirit Radio here on Real Spirit Radio. So y'all can request that. Y'all will be able to request that. Can you put the name out there for us one more time, Mermaid Girl?
Angel de Navidad by Aireal Lopez.
Real spit. So, okay. We don't know how much time. We don't know how much time you have left. But we're here. I do have more questions for you. A few more questions for you and things like that. So if you can rock out with us.
Get home till 3:15. So we got all the time. It's all good.
Okay. All right.
You can have as many questions as you want, but as soon as those babies walk in, it's adios time. Babies come first. Oh no.
Gotta get to the muchachos and the muchachas. Sure. Okay. So I got the youth. I got your answer for the youth. So where we at with this? So are there any artists? What artists are there locally or just they can be famous, indie, local? Who are you? Is there anybody out there, or any artist that you really want to work with?
Oh yes. The person that inspired me is not just my babies. They are definitely my wing. They are the ones who give me my strength and my courage to go out and do what I do. But my main support, well, not my support, but I would say my inspiration would definitely be Kane Brown. Not just because of his looks, of course. You know, everybody gets that. All the senoritas, they say, ay, muy guapo. No, I love his music. His music is buenos. Is muy buenos. Is very good. And I love it. La gusta. I love it. He's definitely my inspiration. I hear his words, I hear his passion, and his stories is something that was okay, if he can do that, if he can definitely express his stories and his journey and what he's been through, even to where he falls off the stage, I'm still there. I'm still supporting. I'm like, hey, I still got you. No matter what, you fall off the stage, I'm still here. I'm still your number one fan, no matter what. He's definitely a really good singer. And I'm hoping one day, maybe me and him can kind of share a track. So yeah, he's definitely a good singer. I like him.
Okay. So your the actual person is a male. That was a while. I would expected a female. I probably thought you would say somebody like Mariah Carey or something.
No, but I can sound like her. It's crazy because people say I sound like all these artists, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to sound like them. I want to be myself. So that's what I do. I
mean, you can hear you, and you definitely hear your uniqueness and the different. But when I first heard your song, I'm like, okay, Mermaid Girl. I listened to you on the through the Share Pro, so I'm like, okay. I listened to the song first. Before I wrote my feedback, I made sure I listened to the song twice, so I ran the song back. At first, you put me in some notes. You sounded like Mariah Carey. Some notes you sounded like Taylor Swift. you have a different uniqueness, and then that difference in you is what actually caught me. You can do this and you can do that, and you're doing a cover song. So I'm looking for you to doing a cover song. You're kind of looking for the artist to sing it in their own way, but at the same time, compliment what the artist, the original artist had done on that song. Either you're complimenting it and you're right there with it, or you're going over, and you kind of for the cover songs that I heard, I wish I didn't know a couple of them, I went back and after going back and referencing, you can definitely hear the difference, and you can tell like, okay, you know how to sing. They know how to sing, you know how to sing, but there's a difference. But you can capture their style, but at the same
I'm
time,
sorry,
nobody
your
else
recording
heard
time
you.
has expired. To send this message now, press pound or hang up. To leave a callback number, press 1. To replay your message, press 3. For additional options, press 9.
I'm sorry, it might be my laptop. 1 second.
To send this...
I think it was us on our end. I just got it up out of there. Shout out to the Maniac Gym. Shout out Canada. Canada was trying to chime in with us. I was actually trying to call you guys back. I don't know how they got into the interview, but it's all good. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to Cali. Cali, we see y'all out there. The DMV area, Washington, Baltimore, Murder Meeting. Shout out to the Murder Meeting, Detroit, Alabama, Louisiana. We're in here, Florida, Mississippi. Yeah, the South is in here tough. So it's much love, much love, much love.
Thank you, me. I appreciate it. I'm loving this. Appreciate all the support.
Respect. So, we is there anything? Okay, we're gonna put the questions down for a second. Is there anything? What do Aireal just want to put out there and just speak about? You know. Like let's vent anything that you want to get off of your chest about this music industry or anything that projects that you got coming up or anything that you've been dealing with. Let's talk about it.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say it now, since you're letting me get everything off of my chest. If everyone that's listening to this, I'm speaking from my heart like I always have and always will. My husband feels worry for me. He knows how I can get, especially with my PTSD. I don't want this to be a failure. I don't want it to ruin my life, but I want it to invest my life and see that just because I have PTSD doesn't mean that it can overpower me and not let me overcome my goals. So if you are listening to this, please share this video, give it likes, let everyone know that I want to belong in the music business because I feel in my heart that I deserve it and I want this chance. If anyone asks me what I want for Christmas, is to make my kids happy and become a better music artist and achieve even more and go further and push myself to where the fans want more of me instead of less. So if y'all want more of me instead of less, it's up to y'all. Y'all are my supporters. I'm just the follower. I follow y'all, but y'all have to support me so that I can guide y'all with my hopes, with my dreams, and with my story. Please, guys, let my wish come true. Let my husband pray that everything will work out.
Most definitely will. We definitely got you in our prayers. We definitely gonna hold you down for sure, sister. And we're gonna get this music out there. We're gonna spread it. We're gonna make sure that it get in the hands that it needs to get into. So I would definitely need you to share all those links with me so I can put them on our 100+ curated playlist on Spotify. We have YouTube playlists, SoundCloud playlists as well. We just started our SoundCloud channel over again. We had some haters. Also one of our Facebook pages and one of our Instagram pages. We had some haters. We had some haters. Real Spirit Radio. We live on iHeartRadio right now with Aireal Lopez. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just got her message. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with her and make sure you put those social medias out there. Put those social medias out there for me again, Aireal.
Yeah, I definitely will. I'll definitely do that.
For sure. You guys make sure y'all follow her on Instagram at Aireal Lopez. YouTube, go subscribe to her YouTube. Go subscribe to her. Go like and subscribe to her SoundCloud, Spotify. Hey, it's going up. It's going up. It's definitely going up. We will have the song that you guys just heard a snippet of. We still in between. I'm still trying to get the name. I'm just like, the music is just like phenomenal. We done got Amazing Grace song. Oh, we in here. We in here. The angels definitely smiling down on you. Most definitely. And you're a tough gal. So you can tell you're a tough gal, to be going and dealing with what you're dealing with, and and to be through what you have been through in this industry alone.
Yeah, like it's gotten so bad to the point where, I'm not trying to interrupt you, but you just said something about it's gotten, for me to hold on to. I wanted to interrupt you real quick and say that it has gotten so bad in the music industry that, yeah, I'm taking those classes, but y'all don't know how much it's jeopardized, not just me, but my family as well, because the guy that took the 10 grand from me, he didn't just steal money. He got my husband involved, and then it got to the point where I had to go to the police and then to the courthouse. Like, that's how much, like, who really, you're going to sit there and take the money and then run. And then that's when I came up with the song for I Am Thunder, because he decided to take money from me and try to invest in me and say he's going to help me, when all he did was say adios and took all the mucho feria, all the money, and he ran from it. He got his highlights, his joy, and I said, okay, you want to play a ball field? We'll play a ball field. So I decided to write my heart out for the world to know. That way they don't get caught up the way that I did into foolish lies and, oh, the luscious little looks. Like, no, it plays a whole new ball field when it comes to that kind of thing.
Wow. And yes, 10 grand and yes, 10 grand isn't a lot of money, but 10 grand is a start off. 10 grand is an investment that will go somewhere and flourish. So yeah.
No.
Never do your homework. Do your homework. I done been messed over in the game. I have plenty friends that has taken loss with dealing with the same things that you're dealing with. It's always these managers and these A&Rs or these DJs wanting to be your managers who just be pulling money from you.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, I go back home. At the end of the day, when I go home, I have kids and I have a family too. You know what I'm saying? And I have a significant other that I also have to, you have a person that you go back and you talk to and that you let things go on, and so you have to be mindful of people and be mindful of the things that that you involve yourself in, or whatever, like you said, like how it got your husband pulled into it, because it's money involved, his feelings involved, his wife's involved.
It didn't just happen to me once, it happened to me 3 times. Especially when the love of a soldier came in, and that was kind of like, hey, we're going to try to romance her heart. Because as I said at the beginning, my marriage has been hard, it's been difficult. I mean, it's just now getting back to normal. Like, I'm just now finding myself, because as I said, I've had a bad past. I don't know what love is. Who really does know what love is? My husband does. Because I look at him and I'm like, he knows what love is. And that's what I'm trying to hold on to. That's what I'm trying to understand, that this, that's what love feels like. And for me to have my bad past and him still, want to fight for us, it's like I need to do a little bit more fighting, and not just for my marriage, but for my career as well. If I want my marriage to work, I need to make it work. If I want my music to work, I need to make it work. At the end of the day, you are your own person, and you are the one who gives yourself your outcome, your solution at the end of the day.
Life is what you make it. Life is what you make it. And you definitely can make it fair. You definitely can make it fair. And it's all a part of the game. It's all a part of the game, and it's all you know, a learning experience. So as long as you didn't get messed over. You didn't get messed over. You didn't get fucked over. You know what I'm saying? They messed themselves up. They fucked themselves, you know, by messing over a good person when, I mean, like I said, 10 grand, 10 grand, 10 grand here, 10 grand there, 15 grand here. Like, come on now. Like you can, if it's about money, then you should look at this person or if you're looking at a person as a cash cow, then you should damn well take care of them. Like, take care of them. Make sure that everything that they need is accounted for. Make sure that you there. Make sure that they stage is set up and they go into the studio. They shouldn't have to talk or nothing to anybody about anything dealing with money or woo. You should just be able to go up in there and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And everything should be handled, especially when you're spending your hard-earned money.
Exactly. When you walk into that studio, it's like all your troubles go away. You own that spotlight. That is your space. That is your right. You've invested.
Your temple.
Regardless of money or not. That is your sanctuary. And that's exactly what I call my studio, my sanctuary.
That's right. And that's right too. Because I mean, we're artists. We're artists. And for other artists out here, I know you guys feel the same way. We're artists, and this is our space. Like you just said, this is our space. This is where we create. It's therapeutic for the mind. It's our outlet. It's our venting. It's our, it's our time, and it's our little piece. Even though we may be talking about some things that's not so peaceful, but it's peaceful for us to be able to relieve it and be able to let it out finally. Like it's just like, don't mess with a person's, don't mess with a person's peace. A man needs peace, and a man is woman or man, man. So exactly. A man needs peace. And exactly. And definitely you going in the studio and doing your music, and that's your piece. And then at the end of the day, having to worry about, okay, well, I'm putting this music out. Where is it going? Where's the money going? $10,000, at least 5,000 of that supposed to be out of a $10,000 budget. Okay, you gave yourself a $10,000 budget. Out of a $10,000 budget, you would think 5,000 or half of that money, which is 5,000, will go towards marketing, promotions, ads, your buzz. Instead of them going to go pay, it seems like, you put your money out there and they just sending it to these third-party streams. I mean, did you? What's your emailing? What do your emailing list look like? These are some of the questions that we have to ask these managers and these A&R. Well, if you're dealing with an established label, then you pretty much know, like, the following is there, and the the marketing strategy is there and all of that. But as a manager pretty much goes out and get shows for you, and get the studio time for you, and get the features and things like that. So and it goes off a budget. They have a monthly budget, but you also have a budget that they have to spend on your material and your product. So
exactly.
It's like,
but what I will say about that, real quick, and what I'm learning, there's not enough money, literally not enough money where they can sit down and throw at me and say, hey, I'm going to invest this. No, sweetie, you don't have to invest nothing. I've already invested in myself. I gave you my layout, so all you got to do is provide that money. I get you the glory. You get my failure. We good. Then that's a good thing about being an independent music artist. That is definitely great about being your own person, your own music industry, is you don't need someone to tell you what to do. You're your own person. You can create what you want to create. If you don't like it, you get to step and there's the door, Jack. Don't let it turn one out.
Real spit. I love how you straightforward. I love how you straightforward to the point and just let them know, like, look, it doesn't matter. Like, I've been messed over. Look, I'm not playing with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing no more.
Because I had this one label last week. And I think that's how you found me. It was from that Share Pro, because I put out my song. Like, okay, well, you're connected to Share Pro, because that's how you got a hold of me. And that's how I've been investing myself, is finding these labels and these bloggers. And I had this one label that says, hey, I love your music. I really, and this is an actual label. It was the entertainment company. Okay. They actually said, hey, we want to do a contract with you. For the past damn week, I've been trying to get them that they've been saying they want to send me that contract. They want to do business with me. And I said, okay, well, send me that contract. We'll discuss the numbers and we'll talk it over. For the past week, I even emailed me, texting me, and then after today, I was like, you know what? I ain't doing that no more. You really want me? You come get me. I'm not turning it around. So have I heard back from him still? No, I haven't. But I did send him a nice little screenshot and said, hey, feel free to shout out on the radio station just to let you know if you want to get a close glimpse of who I really am, saying you want to invest in me freely. So those are the labels you have to look out for. Don't let them run over you. Don't let them control you. You be your own person.
That's right. Definitely. You have you be your own person. You have you be your own person. You have your demands. You come in pretty much. You gotta let them know, like, hey, I'm business savvy too. I might not be as business savvy as you, because solely this your job. I'm an artist. And you reel in the business and go get these shows and go collect this video for me, like we were saying. But it's like, man, people don't do their job. It's a lot of laziness going on, especially like after, like, don't get lazy on me after you got my money.
Exactly. Like people like you, for example, like this is my first time doing an actual interview. So I appreciate you letting me on here and just giving me my story. And people like you are the reason why I want to keep going in my music, because you actually support that and you felt that and you felt that connection. That is what I want from every damn follower and fan and label person out there. I am good. I am special. I know that I am. And I don't need fake mother effers out there trying to put me under and be something that they're not, to try to just steal my money away. No, not gonna happen. So I appreciate you getting up on here and you supporting me and just sharing my story out with the world. I appreciate it.
Just know, and there's more to come. Like, what gets me off is like, we chopped it up. Okay, we talked. I say chop it up. It's my lingo. So we chop it up. We chop it up. You get back at me in the email, and like I said, just the professionalism and the straight to the point. You was like, hey, look, I've been fucked over. I've been messed over. Woo, woo, woo. I spend money. You let it be known. Like, I don't have any problem in investing in my music, in my music and my career, but I've been messed over and woo, 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 and this and that. Real Spit Radio is an indie artist advocator. So many of us in the beginning of our careers get messed over. So, and we don't have radio stations playing our music on hand. So you know what I did? Okay, I'm 19 years old. I said, there's no one with a radio station like besides Radio One. So I looked into getting a radio station. I got tired of going to radio stations, sitting in 97.9 and things like that, 93 BLX. I got tired of sitting in there all day with my music being from like 8 and 9, 10 in the morning till 7 and 8 at night, sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning and stuff, you know, at these stations all day. And my song is being promised to be played, and sitting there all day, 16 hours. I could have been at work or something, getting money or something, and for my song not to even get played. So I was like, okay, cool. I know what I'm gonna do. I got tired of that. I got tired of that shit after about a month or two. I'm gonna say for real, 90 days. I got tired of it after about 90 days. I said, I'm gonna go get my own radio station. I'm gonna find a way to get my own radio station. I'm good with electronics. I kind of know how to hook up, you know, a lo-fi channel and can tap into the channels in the radio. And I was doing that with car radios, you know, and being heard on car radios within my little radius in my in Houston in my neighborhood. and I actually ended up getting a station to where it reached to New York, and I was like, it's over after that. I was like, it's over. So looked into it. I found this place, Blog Talk Radio. I got into it, and I just started looking up radio personalities. I'm a goofy person. I'm an outspoken person, and all of that. Anyway, I'm an artist, so I'm not shy. So I was just like, well, I know I'm not a radio personality, but I'm not shy to speak. And I know I'm an artist, and I'm in Houston. I know so many artists. I done travel places. So it's gonna be easy, to get artists and get interviews and just look out for the independent game, which I'm in the independent game in the underground. So I'm gonna bring everybody up with me. So look, Shen almost wanted to have a radio station, Real Spirit Radio, and I just kicked it off like that, and it was great. Like within the first month, I had big name artists, hit me up and follow me. Shout out Adele, like one of the first people to follow me on Real Spirit Radio YouTube channel, 10 years ago. So yeah. So like it's like people like Tom Tom and Surreal, First Lady of Swisher House, multi-platinum recording artist, and it was just like, I was like, okay, wow. So now I'm being looked upon as, okay, now you got to do this radio thing. Now you can't just be just an artist. You got to kind of do everything. So now, like, years later, I'm still, advocating for indie artists and artists that is out here hard and that has been messed over and or who can't get radio play, might be a phenomenal artist as yourself and myself. Might be a phenomenal artist, but just haven't got that radio play. All you need is that ear. You get in front of the right people, I guarantee your career take off. So it's like definitely advocate, and definitely gonna hold it down. And all of my plugs become your plugs. And like I was saying, you was a straightforward person. You kept everything genuine, organic, real. The chemistry was there from person to person. I'm just like, yeah, like she's been through something. She's been through something in this game, and it actually kind of boils me. It actually kind of boils my blood and run me hot, because I go right back to me dealing with that.
Like I even gave you that from day one. From day one, that day that you sent me that email, I gave you that point blank. I'm like, look, I don't know if you're fake or not. I don't know. I'm not here for the BS. If you really say you're gonna help me out, then help me out. You know what I mean? Like I was giving you my all, telling you my story before it even came on the air. Like I'm an honest person. I don't have nothing to hide, nothing to fear, and that's what's gonna help me, keep pushing. If I can keep pushing myself and learning to not believe fake users and fake believers out there, because I know you're listening to me and I know you're getting a huge joy of this. But I've learned to overcome all those fakeness out there. And that's what's made me become a better person, and to focus on myself, to focus on especially my number one, God and my family. That is what's helped me through everything. That's what helps every other artist too.
That's right. The good old Yahweh, the husband and the kids. And that's what it is. Real Spirit Radio. So hold on. We got a little. I do this every interview. So we're gonna take us a snapshot real quick. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna take another one. Okay. All right, we're gonna do one more. Let me hold on. Let me get myself right. You killing it. You're a model. So you're killing it automatically.
I don't have no motto just yet now.
No, I said you're a model. No, I was saying you're a model, so you're kind of on point already. You're on point already. I'm not gonna say kind of. Okay. I think we need it up a little bit more. Can't see your face.
Oh, my face. Oh, my face. I catch you popping up on my fire.